Hi, I'm Angela, and we are AKADS. Tutorials have played a vital role in many students' education, but the usual process of finding a tutor isn't perfect. Private home-based tutors are hard to find and usually cost more. The alternative would be to go to tutorial centers, but their group learning is less personalized, and traffic might be an issue for parents. Online tutorial companies have also emerged during the pandemic, but they have unorganized booking systems and few modes of payment. This could be confusing and time-consuming for busy parents who wouldn't want to go through multiple platforms to just book a tutor. This is where AKADS comes in. We want to make it easy for parents to find online tutors for their kids by combining the booking process, video call, and online payments all into one platform and matching parents with the right tutors. The AKADS business model is commission-based, so our revenue will come from each online tutorial session or bundle. We're giving a free 1-hour trial to first-time users. Once they've used up the free hour, the subsequent 1-hour sessions are 549 pesos. We plan to create bundle deals for parents at 4,999 for 10 hours and later 7,199 for 15 hours. Since parents pay 449 to 549 per hour, 300 pesos goes to the tutor and about 150 to 250 pesos goes to us. Our target market is parents of grade school and high school kids. Specifically, we are looking at the busy mothers struggling at balancing work from home and helping their kids with their studies. They're usually the ones finding tutors for their kids. To get to them, AKADS focuses on social media and influencer marketing. We've partnered and contacted a couple of mommy bloggers to test their service and write about us, and also post on Facebook, Instagram, and Viber. As for our current market, with 2.2 million grade school and high school students in private schools in the Philippines, the tutoring industry is worth 2.11 billion pesos a year based on our estimates. In terms of competition, tutoring centers have been around for a while, and many transitioned to provide online sessions. There's also competition in tutor marketplaces. However, having the parents search for tutors themselves can inconvenience them, making the AKADS tutor matching process more viable and intuitive. We have onboarded more than 30 online tutors that are mostly college students and fresh graduates, and we plan on partnering with 150 more. These tutors have gone through our vetting process and are carefully looked after through our customer feedback and our review systems to ensure that they are teaching effectively and competently. Ever since we started last June, we've had around 87 sessions. We also want to emphasize that many of our tutors are scholars and academic achievers who earn extra allowance to help support themselves. Furthermore, our online presence means our tutors from different provinces don't have to worry about location and transportation anymore. In 3 simple steps, parents can find a tutor. First, the parent buys hours that will be credited to their account. There are multiple ways they can pay: credit card, e-wallet, over-the-counter payments, or bank transfer. Next, they'll fill up the booking form with their child's year level, subject, topic, and available dates and times for the session. They may send coverage materials to help the tutor as well. Through our data matching system, tutors who are eligible to teach the student based on those details are notified, and the first tutor to accept gets the booking. Lastly, come session time, the parent and tutor will be notified via text and will join this online session with the click of a button using Zoom. AKADS also has a chat function so parents and tutors can discuss before the tutorial session. Aside from this, parents have the option to include a tutor in their favorite tutors list, which allows them to send a session request directly to that tutor. So just a little about the team. We are four young yet dedicated individuals. So we're fresh graduates of the BS IT Entrepreneurship Program of Ateneo de Manila. Apa was part of the founding team who created ITE's home organization, Byte. He currently handles tutoring operations as well as tutor acquisition. Pao is currently taking a full-stack web development course. So he developed the front-end side of the AKADS prototype, and he currently handles parent and tutor relations. Charles is currently also taking a full-stack web development course, and in the past, he has tutored some students in math. He is currently in charge of finance and administrative work. Lastly, me, I am Angela, and I co-founded Byte together with Charles and Apa. I was also its president during its second year. And right now, I'm in charge of AKADS marketing, and I'm currently learning UX UI. You may contact us via cell phone, email, or our social media pages over here. Thank you for listening. We are Angela, Apa, Charles, and Pao, and this is AKADS, tutoring made for you.
Hi, I'm Henry Munoz of Edukasyon.ph, the founder of the largest edtech startup in the Philippines. So we believe that the Philippines is, education sector in the Philippines is incredibly ripe for disruption and innovation. This is a result of not just the current situation with COVID, which is pushing for digital shift of schools, but actually really changes in terms of government reforms in the last few years, in terms of adding K to 12, in terms of allowing for an ownership in education. And really, we're seeing there's a fragmented, excessive supply, and all of this is really ripe for disruption. And that's why we started our platform 5 years ago as a marketplace. If you go to the next slide, now our target market is Gen Z. And the thing about Gen Z, which is Filipinos aged 30 to 24, is that they're the largest and most influential demographic in the Philippines. But they also have three identities. People think of them as students, but they're actually also consumers and in the future, job seekers as well. Next. Now, the thing about Gen Z is that they're actually very disappointed with their life outcomes. If you look at the funnel from education to employment in the Philippines, it's actually, and this was pre-COVID, it's actually incredibly difficult. Out of 2 million students who turn 18 every year, only 1.7 will actually get to graduate high school, even though high school is free. By the time you adjust for those who enter college, for those who graduate college without dropping out, and then those who get a job at graduation, you're left with about 200,000 students. So this means that every year, roughly 90% of students get left behind. This is despite spending, as we showed on the previous slide, more than $13 billion a year on education across more than 10,000 high schools, senior high schools, colleges, and technical institutes. They're facing limited choices, a lack of advice, and broken pathways. We are here to help fix this. If you go to the next slide, you can see that the marketplace we've built is about creating seamless education development pathways. So what are we doing for the students? We're giving them more choice, we're giving them better advice, and we're making the transaction seamless. All of this for free, by the way. Now, for our partners, we allow them to be discovered, we allow them to be one of the key choices, and then we allow for a transaction. What's interesting is that, we work with education partners, more than 700 of them across the Philippines and abroad. But we also work with what we call institution partners. These are corporates, development sector entities, NGOs. And these are all companies or institutions that are not necessarily providing education, that firmly believe in empowering the youth. And as a result of creating this platform, we have grown to more than 500,000 registered students. We actually are just breaching 600,000 this month, and more than 10 million annual visitors to the site. And this is the ecosystem that allows students, education institutions, and other partners to all interact for more meaningful education development pathways. If you go on the next slide, this is our user growth. Please know that it's actually been all organic, mostly through SEO and direct. And so we're very proud that the content we created over the years now appeals to almost half of all the students in the Philippines. And so as you can see, that's millions of students, in their teenage years, millions who are in college, and even young adults who are 24 and above. We also operate Find University, which is a similar website to Edukasyon. If you go on the next slide, you will see that we try to capture value where we've created it. So in the first level, we do lead generation with both education institutions and corporates. At the second level, we're doing revenue sharing around reselling products. And the third level will be vertical integration in the future. If you go to the next slide, we work with education partners where we have a freemium SaaS offering and a lead gen model. And we work with institutions where we offer also lead gen and rev share. If you go to the next slide, we're a team of more than 35 employees across the Philippines, led by passionate leaders from diverse backgrounds who've worked and studied in some of the greatest institutions. And if you go to the final page, we would love to find a way of working with you. We have a lot of fantastic investors backing us. We've been blessed with a lot of awards, but frankly, the most meaningful partnerships are the ones with entities that believe in empowering the youth. And so we're always looking for more partners in the Philippines. Thank you so much for your time.
Hi, I'm Angela from Eskwelabs. In 1989, my father was an English teacher in China. In the same year, someone you know was in that job. It was Jack Ma. Although my father didn't go on to become an internet tycoon, he and Jack Ma share one thing in common. They both have said that learning English changed their lives. English skills open up the world to them at a time when Asia was just opening up its doors. And that was 30 years ago. Now, our generation has the opportunity to learn a new set of technical skills to help us lead better lives and participate in creating the future, one that we know will be with technology, data, and machines. But today in Southeast Asia, only 25% of young people graduate from post-secondary education. Almost 7 million jobs will be lost due to automation by 2028, and 40% of those displaced are acutely lacking the IT skills that new jobs will be demanding. COVID-19 is further accelerating the flight to digital, and that makes the need for upskilling and reskilling urgent. So even before the crisis, there were two main ways to upskill. Through MOOCs like Coursera, which while cheap, have completion rates of only 5 to 10% and don't help in landing a job. Or on the other hand, in-person programs that are typically expensive and not scalable, and now they're impossible to run. We're building Eskwelabs, an online data upskilling school that can drive social mobility in the future of work. And we've designed our learning experience to tackle the biggest criticism for online education, that it's unstructured, not industry relevant, and above all, impersonal. We do that by working with both individuals and teams. Workers join our B2C bootcamps so they can launch a new career in data. We work with financing partners to ensure anyone can participate regardless of their backgrounds. For companies, we help them hire for talent from our graduates, and also we upskill their teams so they can make more data-driven decisions. How we're doing that is through bringing together the best of online learning and learning communities. We leverage a platform to implement a learning loop that consists of concepts, practice, mentorship, and peer collaboration. So how that looks like is we offer synchronous and asynchronous lecture through either live or on demand. And we teach that across the spectrum of data skills, all the way from analytics to data warehousing to visualization to machine learning. Here you can see an example of how a student can learn Python on demand using a code-along notebook we've developed. Next, students get to practice using up-to-date industry use cases. So things like fraud detection if you're working at a bank, or recommender systems if you're working on an e-commerce platform. These are developed with data professionals from the industry and reflect the latest technologies that are being used at work. And how this is being done is through a tech sprint, in which students get to experience how tech teams work and leave with a portfolio of data products on their resume. Then they receive mentorship from data professionals who are working in industry on these projects. And they work with others to deliver these projects. And we know that having a community is one of the biggest driver of not just learner outcomes, as well as satisfaction. So we have a growing community of learners online that meet in learning circles with a mentor. They participate in demo day events of showcases, in hackathons, and they also network for jobs. So why now? So we know that COVID has changed a lot. For one, it's accelerated digitization and the need for data skills. It's also increased upskilling demand from both individuals and teams. And finally, the flight to digital also means that learners are now more open to learning online. So I'm Angela, and I'm building Eskwelabs with co-founders Aurelian and Caleb, and we are a team of learners ourselves. We know the future of work is data, and as the amount of data in the world grows at an exponential speed, Eskwelabs is here to democratize that access to data skills so more of us can join that promised future. And we're looking for learners, values-aligned partners, as well as new team members. So do check out our careers page on our website. And to do a little plug, we're having an event ourselves later this week. If you have seen the Netflix drama Startup, we're having a data science project showcase from our students that's themed after the Korean drama. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Elaine De Velas. I'm the CEO of FrontLearners. FrontLearners is an e-learning content and solutions provider for schools. We help boost students' competency and increase schools enrollment. Every year, 33 million Filipino students go to school. That's 30% of our population. They are our future. However, there seems to be serious gaps in terms of the competency of our learners. In 2018 PISA report, Philippines ranked second to the last in math and science, and in a scale of 1 to 6, our scores are below level 1. In our own Department of Education's measures, in the past years, our students have not met the mean performance target of 75. In fact, the average for high school is 70, is rather 54, and for elementary is 70. And in a global benchmarking study in innovation in terms of education, we ranked 102nd among 129 countries. So if we don't do anything different, we don't expect things to be any better. In fact, in the study of Benjamin Bloom, a world-renowned education psychologist, the effectiveness of traditional learning, wherein you have one teacher to many students, is only 50%. And the challenge is to mimic the effectiveness of one-to-one teacher-to-student ratio, which has a 98% competency level. So FrontLearners' challenge is how can we mimic the competency level of a one-to-one teaching. And so our solution is blended mastery learning, wherein with the help of technology, we augment the teacher's capability to teach the students by providing her with tools to upload her of things that can be relegated to technology so she can focus on the more important aspects of teaching, such as engagement and interventions. In our own study, here in the Philippines, which we submitted to Harvard, we found that there are 5 key barriers to implementing e-learning successfully. And these are like no content, no platform, slow or lack of internet, insufficient teacher training, and the lack of leadership engagement. And so at FrontLearners, we address these 5 key barriers to make e-learning successful. Primarily, we have ready-to-use curriculum-aligned content, and our solution works with or without internet. And so our business model is to engage school owners and school leaders, and our revenue model is by subscriptions on student per year basis, and schools become profitable on day 1 because they top up on the subscription fee. And so how do we market this to schools? We have been very successful in engaging schools because we provide them the solutions to address the barriers on the use of e-learning. Now, this is a very big market, and there are private schools and public schools to address, and both valued at around $180 million to $200 million per year, with an addressable market of 100 million, and so it's a 50 million per year serviceable, obtainable market. Most of the competition are content providers who primarily have been in the publishing business, and that is how we can differentiate versus them, is because our content is curriculum aligned, and because they have been very focused on the elementary and junior high, whereas what we decided is to focus also on the unaddressed market, which are the senior high and the college. So from a content standpoint, we are different based on the alignment of our content to curriculum, and the fact that we are able to spread across all the grade levels. In terms of technology as well, most of the solution providers are internet-based. However, knowing the internet challenges in our country, we made sure that even schools with no internet or with slow internet are able to avail of our e-learning solution as well. In terms of traction, since we started in 2016, we have increased the number of our paying schools from roughly 20 to 200 to date. So we increased our paying schools by 10 in the past 5 years, by 10 times. Also, in terms of students, we also increased our students, subscribing students by 10 times, from roughly 10,000 to around 100,000 to date. In terms of revenue, to date, we expect to end the school year with 30 million revenue. And in terms of net income, we have been positive since 3 years ago. Now, the good thing about our financial model is that as we expect our revenue to increase dramatically, the cost of goods is only moderately rising. And so that's a good margin in between them. In terms of our team, our board is composed of very seasoned business leaders who are president of their own company. And we chose them because we aspire to be leading also FrontLearners to be a big company like them. And so these are our founders. That's me and my co-founder, Leia De Velas. We have decades of experience as senior corporate managers. At the same time, personally, we have been involved in e-learning for the past 20 years. In 2015, we were one of the winners of the Idea Space Startup Competition. And in 2017, we were awarded for our e-learning advocacy by the president. And at the same year, we also were awarded as a grand prize winner of the 2017 ASEAN UNDP Startup Competition among 10 ASEAN countries. That is FrontLearners. We believe that quality education can be made accessible to all through e-learning.
Hi there, my name is Niccolo Lucchini. I am the founder of Learntalk. We aim to bring live instruction online using our software. We initially started as an online English tutorial platform in 2015. And after 3 years, we pivoted towards licensing our software and know-how to tutorial centers all around the world who wanted to move online. Obviously, since COVID, every single tutorial center has been forced to think about their online strategy in order to survive. And really, they have two choices in front of them. On the one hand, they can build their own platform like we did. And we estimated that the cost of doing that would be close to $500,000. And that doesn't guarantee success because, it's time-consuming and difficult. On the other hand, a lot of schools have opted to use Zoom or Skype or Google Meet. And these options are incomplete. They, number one, don't provide any customized branding. They don't include booking systems or accounting or attendance systems. They don't provide student feedback. And so a lot of the key processes are very manual, which are hard to manage as a school when you have a distributed workforce. Ultimately, they come across to the students as unprofessional, and the students and the value proposition that these tutorial centers have to the students is no longer there. Our solution is a complete online tutorial platform out of the box. Obviously, the centerpiece being the virtual classroom, which includes download-free whiteboard, live chat, file sharing, and lots of collaboration tools, as well as teacher controls. But that's not all. So the system our platform is really a full tutorial school out of the box. So we have all the marketing tools, including promo emails, CRM, custom sales funnels, landing pages, promo codes, affiliate marketing links, and chat client integration to manage live support. We have e-commerce tools, including Stripe and PayPal integration, payments, teacher accounting functionality. It's all custom branded, so you can completely customize the logos, colors, and fonts. In the system, you can upload and curate course materials auto-loaded to classes. We have multiple different booking modalities, including on-demand, fixed bookings, open bookings without teachers, assigned bookings, and many more. We have teacher management tools, so you can monitor attendance. You can record your lessons automatically to make sure that there's nothing, the quality of the teaching can be continuously improved. We make sure that the students review the teachers and vice versa. And we also make sure that your teachers get paid correctly. We have the same notifications for students, so the students show up on time. We offer level check modules inside the platform and also calendar invites and notifications. And finally, the whole platform is just fully customizable. There's just hundreds of different options for you to customize the platform and even integrate our APIs with your existing web pages and solutions and databases. So, this is a landing page that we did for Enderun for their the study brand. This is the inside dashboard that we did for Enderun, completely white label the color in a really easy way, and you can do this within 5 minutes. This is their corporate dashboard where they manage basically all their students, and you can enter any of your student accounts or teacher accounts as the administrator. You can add credits or deduct credits. You can add lesson materials. You can hire and disable teacher accounts and assign lessons. So a lot of functionality. And finally, we've also brought out a customizable mobile app. So within a few days, we can bring your own branded mobile app live on iOS and Android. To build your own mobile app normally costs $10,000 to $20,000, and we can do it for a fraction of that cost and within a few days. So your customers will, rather than having to go to Zoom or Skype, they'll be able to reach your own mobile app in the app stores. Our business model is pretty simple. We have no upfront fee. We have no fixed monthly subscription. So you don't use us for 1 month or two, you pay nothing. Essentially, our platform is free. You just use us. We only charge a variable pricing model. So upon usage of the class, and our classes range between a couple of dollars per hour of tuition, but depending on the choices, we can even drop all the way down to 20 cents per hour per user. And moving forward, we are currently developing our own WebRTC platform, which is going to be 3 times cheaper than Zoom, packed with all the functionality of a whole tutorial center. Just completely variable pricing model. Our sales and marketing efforts have mainly focused on emails and outbound calls. We have formed close dialogue with a lot of our largest customers, and essentially they built the platform through their feedback. We see in the next quarter our platform really stabilizing as a lot of the features are crystallizing, and as our pricing model crystallizes, we will then focus on an inbound lead generation model using social media like LinkedIn and Facebook, as well as referrals and other modes of inbound lead generation. We compare extremely favorably on pretty much every metric to competitors who are much bigger and more established. That's because we've gone for the full product range approach, as opposed to a lot of our competitors who just have a virtual classroom and maybe a booking system. We provide the virtual classroom, full marketing tools, a booking system, payments and payment system, recordings and QA and feedback, and even teacher management, as well as a kind of high touch approach with our team. So we're very hands-on. And our pricing is just a fraction of the other pricing. In fact, our virtual classroom is cheaper than even, white label video streaming services like Twilio and Agora. The aim is really to become a Shopify for live online education, so you can spin up your own tutorial center online or marketplace within a few hours. And we've had a lot of interest. We've have about 15 quite large clients from all over the world, including Spain, Germany, Israel, Latin America, Switzerland, and the Philippines. And we've got a big pipeline of clients from Japan, from Mongolia, from Bangkok, from Mexico. Last year we were profitable, and this year we expect to exceed over $100,000 in revenue, and we're self-sustaining, self-funded. The team is super experienced. A lot of the developers have been doing this for 10 to 15 years, and worked with some really big brands and companies. We're bonded. We've been working together, most of us, since 2016 or 2017, and have the experience of building our own B2C platform before focusing on B2B. Now, let's take a quick look at the product. And this is from the perspective of a student.
Hello, welcome to the Learntalk dashboard. Here's a quick video of what you can do here. Start your on-demand lesson anytime. Wait while we contact the available teachers. Once one responds, you'll automatically enter your class. Select your lesson topic and message your teacher if you have any questions. Your teacher will leave feedback so you can focus on important development points. You can also schedule your classes for later. Pick out a time slot, choose your teacher, and the lesson you want to have. Download your lesson material in advance. When your class is about to begin, join the room. Other features in the dashboard include your suggested lessons based on your level and interest. Click on the topics you want to know more about. Also in the dashboard, get to know our expert teachers from all over the world. Find out more about a teacher, check out their schedule, and book a lesson. If you have any questions, contact us here by email at hello@learntalk.org or at your local number. We hope you enjoy your experience at Learntalk, the fastest way to fluency.
So obviously that was a product demo from the student's perspective, but the platform is super flexible, and any school can turn on and off different functionality, whether it be displaying teachers or not, whether displaying the calendar in a certain way or not, all within the platform. So all of this is really to forward our mission of bringing live instruction online, because we think it's a much better implementation and experience for the user. So thank you very much for listening to me. My name is Niccolo Lucchini, founder and managing director of Learntalk.
Hello, I'm Yuma, and I'm the CEO of Pic-a. Have you ever been misunderstood? Of course you have. Whether we use words or body language, all of us communicate constantly and everywhere, building relationships and connecting with other people. Sometimes misunderstandings happen, and this becomes frustrating, which may lead to conflict and arguments. But we can explain ourselves through words, be it written or spoken, to fix or avoid this. Unfortunately, this is not the case for everyone. People with communication disabilities have difficulty expressing themselves and connecting with those around them. I know this because I have a nonverbal autistic sister, and growing up with her was not the easiest thing in the world. She would miscommunicate her wants and needs, and in turn, I would misunderstand them. This was not only frustrating for me, but even more so for her, that she would throw temper tantrums. And it's not just my sister. About 1 in 160 children are diagnosed with autism worldwide. Although not all of them are speech impaired, 40% do not speak, while 25 to 30% can only utter a few words. Communication methods were developed to address this issue, but these have their own disadvantages. Hand gestures would require a lot of guessing, flashcards are difficult to maintain and very limited in vocabulary, while speech-generating devices are expensive and bulky. So we came up with a solution that addresses these disadvantages by making it portable, accessible, and customizable. Introducing Pic-a, a picture exchange communication system in a mobile application. It consists of images of words just like flashcards, organized by categories for easy identification and location. Parents can add more categories and words, which makes it personalized as well as provide a larger vocabulary to learn from. When a word is selected, a speech output is produced to name the word, and a list of verbs related to that word would appear for the user to choose from. This way, Pic-a can generate a sentence based on the noun and the verb. This is then produced into speech output to emulate a natural conversation as well as make it a learning experience as well. Pic-a is a freemium application wherein the users can enjoy basic features for communication, as well as a limit of 18 images per category. Premium version features progress tracking with a limit of 30 images per category, while Deluxe will include educational games as well as a limit of 45 images. The free version will not cost anything, but will have ads, while Premium will be 100 pesos per month and Deluxe will be 150 pesos per month. In the meantime, we are focusing our market on children with speech impairment within the Philippines, which currently has about 1 million cases of autism, and about 40% of which are nonverbal, and 5% of that would be our market share. With about 20,000 users and a premium fee of 1,200 pesos per year, we would accumulate about 24 million pesos in revenue for the next 3 years. Our team has reached out to parents of children with speech impairment, special education teachers, and speech language pathologists, presenting them with a minimum viable product. We were able to raise approximately 10,000 pesos on our fundraising campaign. We also won the Codeathon X 2019, which got us into the Code Nomad Bootcamp in Bali and Singapore. Through this event, we've partnered up with its host, Code for Asia Society. We also partnered with and got featured on Closing the Gap, a Michigan-based company that features assistive devices for different kinds of disabilities. Assistive devices like our competitors, which we've divided based on their complexity and affordability. On the cheaper side, we have Let Me Talk AAC and COM boards, whose user interface isn't really user-friendly. And on the expensive side, we have Proloco to Go and Lilo AAC. For Proloco to Go, its user interface is overwhelmingly complicated, while Lilo AAC has a more user-friendly approach, but its price could reach up to 7,000 pesos. Our competitor approach includes search engine optimization to get organic traffic from search engine results page, multiple platform availability, advertisements, digital marketing on social media platforms, and partnerships with organizations relating to autism and other learning disabilities. Along with my team of young developers, we aim to create an impact on society by developing technology to improve the lives of those who need it the most. Like nonverbal autistic kids, we are all learning and evolving. The only difference is that they have this obstacle that they need to overcome. And we'd like to remove that obstacle so they can have access to the same experiences we have. And with Pic-a, they can now speak with pics. Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Fiel from WELA School System. So recently, we've been funded by Livanest, a Japanese company, and we're amongst the 15 pioneering grantees of DOST Startup Research Program. And over the past years, we've been joining and won some of the startup pitching competitions. So this is the problem that we're solving. So a teacher with an average class size of 30 is having hard time in monitoring their students, especially if they're loaded with this all of this paperwork, and it affects the parents of not knowing without having the peace of mind of how their child is going at school. So this is our solution. So it's an all-in-one mobile application where parents, students can view their progress in school, view their grades, billing statement, news and announcement, and so on. So our value proposition for teachers, it's 86 lesser time for them to complete or process this documents that they need to work on. Less paper, 75%, less Excel sheets, and it's 92% lesser time to deploy for our school partners and our users. So this is our business model. So we build schools 100 peso per student per month. So we are a software as a service. Our competitors, this is our traction right now. We have over 50,000 students. We have 100 plus school partners nationwide, and we have this year we've been expanding also in overseas revenue. So we've been doubling our numbers since 2018, from 5 million to 7 million, and this year 50 million. We are a profitable company. Our profit margin is at 50%. And this is our team. I'm John Vincent Fiel. I'm the co-founder and CTO of WELA School System. Right now, I'm going to show you a demo video of our product.
In partnership with WELA School Systems, we bring you the St. Michael's School of Padada Incorporated mobile app. Simply download this app at the Google Play or App Store. Input the number you provided to the school registrar and type the verification code sent to your mobile number. Be up to date with latest updates from school. Stay informed with your child's attendance by viewing your child's daily time record. Be noted of your child's whereabouts in school by receiving notifications from the school clinic or the Office of the Student Formation. See your child's grades every quarter. Check your current billing statement from the school. And lastly, view the school calendar. Keeping ourselves constantly abreast with school's happenings, St. Michael's School of Padada Incorporated mobile app is here to serve you, anytime, anywhere.
So that's it for our demo video. Once again, I'm John Vincent Fiel. I'm the CTO and co-founder of WELA School System. You can reach me to this email or visit our website. We are open for investors or school partners and distributors. We would love to do business with you and to help your school to grow for the following years. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Roy. I'm one of the co-founders of Burket. So once again, we are Burket, trade made convenient. So to fully understand what we do in detail, allow me to introduce you to Joey, an entrepreneur who happens to sell gourmet canned goods. Now, Joey here has tried everything to promote his business, from search engines down to ads. To start off with search engines, SEOs, which he finds as being too complicated, social networks, it's just too tedious to promote and manage a page. B2B websites, it sucks. In our country, no one really uses it. Ads, relatively costly. On the other hand, here's Kath, a purchasing officer who happens to be in the market for quite a while now, spending resources just to find the right gourmet canned goods to sell. Now, similar to Joey, she's also been through the same platforms, but nothing gave her what she needed. So the problem here is apparent. There's just no platform specifically designed for businesses to have visibility and connect with one another to help in both their buying and selling needs domestically. So this is where Burket comes in. Burket does progressive business matching. We do it through what we call as a market network, wherein we combine the best of social network, marketplace, and software as a service. So how does it all work? Let's have Joey here as the seller and Kath as the buyer. So all that Joey needs to do is to go to our website, create a business profile. From there, we give him what we call as an SEO enhanced business profile. So when Kathy does her search, let's say through Google, she'd be able to find Joey right away and of course proceed with her transaction from there, knowing that Joey here has been validated by Burket to be a legitimate business. Now, our platform comes in a social network interface for ease of use. Each of our each of our users are also given their own dashboard in which they can manage both their buying and selling transactions. And of course, we also allow each of our users to share updates such as deals, requests for quotation, and articles, and filter these updates based on what they find is relevant. So when Kath here does her post, let's say looking for a supplier, Joey here would be able to see that and respond to it right away. On top of that, we also allow them to share it to their social media channels for more visibility. Now, we also give out project suggestions, and of course, we also give out company suggestions. On top of that, each of our users can do their manual searches, and we also allow them to go through our product category listings. Now, we also have what we call as a business starter. In this case, entrepreneurs who'd like to dive into a milk tea business, for example, will be shown everything they need from the actual suppliers, manufacturers, down to the ingredients, consumables, and equipment, all in one sitting. Now, on top of that, we also promote work efficiency and digitization through tools that we offer that basically economically and conveniently enhances all of the businesses' buying and purchasing needs. Now, in this case, we have what we call as a vendor management system that basically allows Kath here to manage multiple Joeys with ease. So overall, we help businesses become discoverable, save money, and increase sales. Our business model is relatively simple. Our marketplace is free to use to build on traction, although sellers can always opt to go for a premium subscription that comes with enhanced perks such as enhanced visibility, business validation, domain, and email accounts. We also have software as a service solutions that comes with a subscription fee, and of course, optional SaaS add-ons that comes at a one-time fee. Solutions would include white label portal down to API integration. Now, the current verticals that we've chosen are businesses that are engaged in F&B, construction, and other services. Acquiring 11% of that gives us an overall potential of $4 million per annum. Now, to get to our target market, we're really good at digital marketing. We're also closing partnerships in both the private and government sectors, and we're heavily involved in events such as talks, trade shows, and competition. Now, our current traction to date, we now have 5,500 unique businesses on our platform, with over 2,000 products and services posted with a 34% month-on-month growth. Now, Burket has positioned itself to be the go-to-market network that basically provides essential functionalities at an affordable pricing compared to both direct and indirect competitors. Now, as you can see, our team is pretty much complete. 10 to 20 years experience in the corporate setting, we basically get things done. So once again, we are Burket. Join us as we make market simple.
Good afternoon. I'm Junjun Fetizanan of Futuristic Aviation and Maritime Enterprise, or FAME. We are currently working on community-focused technology solutions to help fight COVID-19. Let me share to you how my team and I made use of our technology to create devices to help fight COVID-19 in our country. We create transponders that transmit telemetry data using the LoRaWAN network for aircrafts, boats, and even sensitive sensor data. Before the pandemic, our daily routine was to install transponders to fishing vessels to be used for tracking and monitoring. The technology quickly evolved and is now also being used for fish catch documentation and traceability, so we will know exactly where our fishes are caught and when it was caught. But on March 12, 2020, while we are in Lagone Gulf in Bicol installing transponders, the news broke out. We are going to be on lockdown. Immediately, all of us took our flights back to Manila and Jensen and followed the protocols set by government. But while working from home, we had several questions in mind. How can we use our platform to help fight COVID-19? As engineers, what types of hardware can we make? What are the major issues where we can really help? In a matter of weeks, our first COVID-19 project is running. Together with DOST, we designed a smart specimen collection booth equipped with our sensors so it can be used by our country for testing. In just 1 month, we were able to deliver 132 specimen collection booths to different hospitals around the Philippines, with the help of Office of Civil Defense, Philippine Air Force, and Philippine Coast Guard. We opened up our design so the others can replicate, and we are proud to say that it is also being used in Ethiopia, in Africa, right now. Fortunately, we did not stop there. Another project that we are working on is called Ruah. In Hebrew, it means breath of God. It's an automatic respiratory support actuator made of available parts, including our own transponder parts. The device can be used to help patients breathe while waiting for a ventilator to be available. With the help of medical experts and other experts from different universities, we formed a discussion group to be able to help us develop further. We are now on our third prototype, complete with the remote interface to avoid frontliners having physical contact with patients. Another challenge came. There's a problem. Last June 25, the World Health Organization just announced that there is already a shortage of oxygen equipment around the world. We now know that COVID-19 patients die and their organs fail because of the lack of oxygen in the body. The world needs more oxygen equipment more than ever. That's why we developed Ruah O2, Automatic Oxygen Concentrator. It's a portable and modular device that can compress and concentrate the amount of oxygen in the air and deliver to the patient continuously. Let me show you how it works. It's a 4-step process. We get air using a pump. We filter the air using various filters, including HEPA filters, and we separate the harmful gases using molecular sieves. This removes most of the nitrogen in the air mixture. The air with concentrated oxygen is compressed, and if connected to the patient, will readily deliver the air with oxygen for breathing. We are even creating a mobile app that can be used to monitor the device remotely. The video on the right shows you how it runs. It can be delivered to the patient directly for those that can still breathe on their own, or it can be connected to a ventilator or actuator to support the patient's breathing. As a result of our works, we recently won the QBO Rescue COVID-19 competition, and we also got a grant from PhilDev and UNDP worth $10,000. This will help us further finance our Ruah O2 development. We are currently collaborating with Animal Labs of LaSalle to get help not only on business models, but also on medical and engineering expertise. We believe that if we can bring Ruah and Ruah O2 to hospitals, health centers, quarantine facilities, or even on homes of those that are vulnerable, we can really help save lives, not only in the country, but in the entire world. We need more collaborators and manufacturing partners who can help us in our development. Help us in making this dream a reality. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Brett Doyle. I'm the founder and CEO of Mosaic Solutions. Mosaic is a provider of software solutions and data analytics to the F&B industry. At our core, we really help our clients maximize their profits, improve their cash flow, and streamline their operations, all of which leads to true profit optimization, which is exactly what our product suite delivers: analytics, inventory management, point of sale, and purchasing. These products are offered primarily to F&B businesses across Southeast Asia, such as multi-unit restaurant groups, which for us is kind of 3 to 5 outlets at the low end, up to 50+ outlets at the high end. Cloud kitchens and commissaries, which has become a real driver of growth for us, especially over the last 9 months. F&B operations of hotels and casinos, and then food retail, which is again a new channel for us this calendar year. The market's large and growing, expected to be USD 6.5 billion by 2025, about half of that here in Asia. And a lot of that, especially in this region, is driven by people upgrading their technology and improving to cloud-based technology. We're headquartered here in Manila. Most of our operations and most of our customers are in the Philippines. We also have customers in Singapore, Vietnam, and via resellers in India and UAE. But as we move forward, our primary focus, our core market will always be the Philippines, haloing out into other markets across Southeast Asia that are similar to the Philippines in terms of technology adoption, F&B spending, and investment into this space. The pain points that we're trying to solve are the same across any geography. I've been in the F&B space in multiple locations for over a decade, and these are the same pain points everywhere. A lot of it stems from the fact that systems don't communicate, and so people have no real view of just what's going on, especially down at the outlet level. So our product suite, again, analytics, purchasing, point of sale, and inventory was built to solve for just that. Everything we have is cloud-based. All of our products integrate with each other, but equally as importantly, we integrate with other people's products, be those complementary or even competitive. Analytics has really become tip of the spear for us and takes that to a whole new level. It pulls in data from disparate sources, could be anyone's POS, accounting platform, etc., pulls all that together and serves it back to our customers in real time, a real holistic view of their operations. So we've got a predictive analytics engine that will use your own data to tell you what you should be generating and help you set sales forecasts and see how you're tracking against that. We marry sales with costing side to give you menu engineering in real time and then help you drill down and optimize inventory, again, using our predictive analytics around when to order, how much to order. All of that's really helped us stack up well against our competition across in this region. The fact that we have this integrated suite that you can be bought as a full suite, but also on a modular basis, which helps us a lot with the larger clients. Cloud-based, we can pull data from other products. SaaS business model, which has become even more important now when people don't want to make that large upfront investment, and it's built truly for F&B. We've been fortunate to be able to raise another USD 1.5 million this year, which has enabled us to do things like spend on marketing for the first time. So we spent a bit in marketing in terms of helping to drive lead gen, top of the funnel activity for the first time ever in October, and it's already paid off dividends in terms of new sales proposals and closing. We've grown really tremendously since we started this business in late 2016. A lot of that is as we've driven and increased our product suite and rolled out new products, but then also that modular approach that I mentioned. And then this year, we really significantly expanded our addressable market by adding new channels, such as retail and cloud kitchens and commissaries. And then in the latter half of this year, we've really seen a real pickup in sales activity. People are looking to make purchase decisions. Our clients include well-known brands in this area. Craver's Canteen is a cloud kitchen that's growing tremendously. Moment Group obviously has a lot of brands that people are aware of. Wildflower is one of our first groups, and Meat World is our first retail group, which helped us get into that sector in a big way with over 400 locations. Our management team is very complementary, but equally as importantly, very, very experienced, especially relative to other startups in this region. And so I think that's in a time like this, when you're having to manage through challenging market and economic downturns, having had done that before, as I have, is a really tremendous experience for us and sort of a leg up. Since we started, again, we've proven our operating model. We've got strong financial returns due to the SaaS model we have that has really high recurring revenue, a tremendous market opportunity. We're seeing tremendous demand for products again, especially over the last 8 weeks. And we're capturing this data that becomes even more valuable as we scale up, and we're starting to monetize that in a number of ways. Benchmarking, selling that potentially back to brands who are hungry for that data, and even looking at partnering with fintech partners to help them make better loan and lending decisions for clients. Thank you for your time, and that's it.
I'm Tim Ferreira. I'm your Race Yaya. Race Yaya is a one-stop web portal that supports the journey of every endurance athlete. Register for race, shop for gear, track your race results. What's an endurance athlete? I am an endurance athlete. I started my journey in 2008 when I ran my first 5-kilometer race, which has progressed from 5K to running a marathon to ultra-distance races, which is as long as 200 kilometers. From running road races to mountain trails, from racing in Manila to going around the Philippines and even around the world to join races. From merely running to biking, joining obstacle course races, swimming, and even color fun run. Endurance sports is a lifestyle. That's why there are 100 million athletes around the world. Once you start, there's no stopping. And there are 100,000 events happening yearly. Anyone can be an endurance athlete. The mom who regularly jogs with her kid, and that little girl in the remote village in the province who dreams of becoming a varsity player through the sports. Endurance sports is about going over a challenge and overcoming it with a solution. But still, there are challenges that endurance athletes faces. Number one, there's no one-stop web portal that supports the whole journey of an athlete and the community. What we created, a one-stop web portal that connects, converge, and build the community. We have organizers, online sellers, coaches, and mentors that supports the journey of an endurance athlete who looks for race, register, gear up, train, and track their results. So with results, what is the challenge right now for athletes? If I share with you that I can run 5K in 21 minutes or 100 kilometers in 14 hours, there's no place in the internet where you can find that. I can't give any proof. There is no certified performance tracker for endurance athletes. And a portal that time keeps and certify these race results. What we created, a certified performance tracker that has a unique and encrypted profile per athlete, tracks your results, get it certified, and allows you to know your ranking in the community. Who knows, this portal may even allow us to discover new talents for those people or athletes who has no easy access. Third challenge, there's no flexibility and adaptability for athletes and its community. What we created, one that supports the journey of all athletes. For organizer, we provide a portal that has lower fees to use and operate, multi-currency, and integrated and flexible payment portal that is adaptable to any location or country. For athletes, resources that is adaptable to whatever level of ability they have, lower fees, and multiple payment options. We are Race Yaya. In the Philippines, Yaya stands for a reliable assistant that you have at home. So you race, we assist. We let you focus on what matters more. If there's LinkedIn for employees, there's Airbnb for travelers, freelancer for freelancers, we are Race Yaya for the endurance athletes. Our portal, converge, connect, and build a community through our product offerings. Race registration and timing, an e-commerce portal for shopping of products and resources, and a community of athletes. Our business model is simple. There's free sign up and use. There will be race profile certification fee, web processing fee, and fee for certain special services. So what makes us win? In this race, we are the only one-stop web portal that provides a dashboard that's easy to use and flexible for all race organizers and athletes. We are the first certifying portal for endurance athletes. And we will be the most interactive and integrated community, the social media for endurance athletes, because we are endurance athletes ourselves in the team. I'm Tin Ferreira. I'm your Yaya. I'm the founder and I'm a long-distance runner. With me in the team is Jen Sikuya. She's a trail runner and our COO. JR Kalanok from Banalo Solutions is our developer. He is a triathlete. You may find us at raceyaya.com. If you need to get updates daily, follow us on social media at your Yaya. And if you need to contact us via email, our email address is hello@raceyaya.com. So if you want to start your journey as an endurance athlete in this community in endurance sports, join us at your Yaya. We've got your back. I'm Tin Ferreira, your Yaya.
Hi, I am Emmanuel Cagimbal, co-founder and CEO of Xperto, the smarter way to get ahead. According to professionals, aside from learning from the workplace, they consider professional organizations and associations as primary sources of lifelong learning. Professional organizations are healthy sources of knowledge and networking through their learning programs such as seminars, trainings, conferences, and forums. However, there's a problem. Professional organizations are usually run and managed by volunteer members and sometimes by a small-size admin staff. So if they decided to organize an event or program, they have to manage registrations, payments, venue, platform, agenda, feedback surveys, and certifications. This makes handling programs and events difficult and time-consuming. That's why we created Xperto. Xperto provides online platforms to assist organizations run their professional development programs and events stress-free and hassle-free. Xperto helps organizations take care of all the nitty-gritty, freeing them to focus more on important tasks, such as developing and delivering the content for professional learning. We offer end-to-end services, which includes registrations up to sending out certificate emails to credential earners. By doing this, we aim to unlock the potential of the professional network as dynamic sources and providers of relevant professional development and lifelong learning. For every participant that will register or attend our hosted programs and events, we charge a service fee which covers the cost for the end-to-end services that we provide. We have released our MVP in July this year. So in the last 4.5 months, we gained an accumulated gross transaction value of 1.4 million pesos with more than 1,500 paying customers for our hosted events and programs. Even with an early product, we went from 1 to 5 onboarded professional organizations through referrals from previous clients, and 97% of our users, who are the professionals, are satisfied with the products and services we provide. Our go-to-market strategy is to onboard more professional organizations as providers by hosting their learning events and conferences. By doing this, we would be able to acquire more users easily since these organizations already have members who are regularly attending their programs and events. We will also leverage on the professional network, given that most of these professionals and organizations have linkages and associations to other organizations. We are looking at expanding vertically by targeting technical professionals in the ASEAN and Asia-Pacific region, or expanding horizontally in the country, including other professionals in the legal, health, finance, or education fields. In the Philippines alone, according to statistics, there are 6.4 million Filipinos who are managers, professionals, associate professionals, or technicians. And these professionals are the ones who will need to upskill and reskill to adapt to the demands of the new world of work and the potential market for Xperto. These are the companies that we consider as competitors. We have big companies such as Eventbrite, which is an online ticketing platform, Swapcard and Attendify, which are online events management platform. In the Philippines, there are local companies such as Ticket2Me, which is an online ticketing platform, and KuroPro, an online events management platform. And we know how to do this. Our team is stacked with experienced and committed professionals. As the CEO, I have first-hand experience in managing non-profit and professional organizations, being an officer in at least 4 organizations and representations in international associations. The rest of the founding team are composed of seasoned full-stack developers and data solutions engineers with extensive experience in a wide range of technologies. To complete the team is a lawyer specializing in industrial relations and digital economy. With Xperto, we aim to break the barriers of lifelong learning and professional development. If you also aspire to increase collaboration and tap the huge potential of the professional network in enhancing the competence of the professions and build a nation of globally competitive experts, please support us. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark Colentava, product lead for Saphron, a top insurtech startup here in the Philippines. When we think of insurance, we only think of insurance for those with extra thousands of pesos to spare every month, right? However, there's a wide array of products that can be made available to those that need it the most. As we all know, Philippines is a country that is vulnerable to many calamities, accidents, and illnesses. Without insurance, our people have no safety nets and no means to recover from potentially life-changing disasters. However, there are a lot of challenges and problems with insurance today. Life and health insurance are often expensive, confusing, and inaccessible. Even if you wanted to get insured, it is a hassle to understand and purchase it at the first place. For insurers, operations and IT can comprise up to 50% of the insurance cost alone, making it a very expensive product to operate and scale. That is why Saphron exists. We are here to make insurance inclusive and available to everyone, everywhere, through our micro-modular model. We make micro-insurance accessible to protect the most vulnerable families. We're able to do this with the right technology for agility, efficiency, and scale. Through this model, we're able to bring down the cost of insurance to as little as 300 pesos a year for dengue medical assistance, offering resilience and recovery amid uncertainty, especially in times like this. In October 2020, we were chosen as one of the supported startups under the ING UNICEF FinTech for Impact program, aimed to empower disadvantaged youth and their families here in the Philippines. And this year, Saphron is scaling up our platform to offer insurance as a service across various touchpoints. We will connect insurers, retailers, and marketers so we can lever the playing field and make insurance available everywhere. If you're a motorcycle or bike dealer, if you are a rural bank, a school, or even a sari-sari store, you'll now be able to offer bite-sized insurance that's relevant to your market. And if you're an insurer, you can now broaden your reach by working with us to create innovative products that our partners can resell digitally to their markets. Now, you don't have to worry about the long process of negotiating insurance deals and going through the nitty-gritty of selling insurance. We'll take care of the complex, expensive, and messy part in the middle, automate the procurement for you, and manage the insurance policies also. With Saphron, someone like Ronel, who was laid off during the pandemic, can go to a rural bank to get a small loan and get an add-on business insurance with it. He can also buy a motorcycle and get insurance at the dealer, and even enable his wife to be the insurance reseller through their sari-sari store. Sounds amazing, right? Now, here's the exciting part. We'd like you to introduce to Nanay, our end-to-end digital insurance platform inspired by our work with real-life nanays in the communities. Nanay, or Nan.ai, integrates a user-friendly interface with deep tech to arm nanay agents with the tools to reach, educate, and enroll millions of clients with greater speed and efficiency. Nanay is now accessible through our partnership with the leading microinsurance provider here in Southeast Asia. Since our pilot, last November 2019, Nanay is now on track to process $1.2 million worth of insurance by the end of the year, despite the pandemic. Nanay is a simple-to-use, highly interactive online-offline solution that enables the resellers to process the insurance forms wherever they are. They just need to provide the basic information related to the insurance policy itself, then combined with intelligent character recognition to process the paper forms as well as the handwriting. Nanay can also recognize the right form to make sure that the system only accepts the proper form and content. Pretty cool, right? So once you uploaded the right form, lastly, it will make the data readily accessible and available for processing and claims. All this is possible through technologies like artificial intelligence, NLP, process automation, and conversational commerce. Our mission is clear: to make insurance radically accessible so families will get the protection they need when and where they need it the most. Let's work together and empower your business too. Please contact us at Saphron.Asia to learn more. Thank you and good day.
Hi, I am Mel from One Export, and we help businesses go global. Businesses like Bell, who has a great local product and wants to export but does not know how or where to start, and immigrants like Joe that misses home and wants to bring local products to the country he's moved to. Small businesses like Bell find it difficult to export because of the limited network, capital, and highly technical exporting requirements. And immigrants like Joe find it difficult to find reliable suppliers that are compliant to market standards and have competitive shipping costs. More than that, the pandemic has posed a big threat to small and medium enterprises, with up to 70% of them expected to close permanently because of the effects of COVID-19. Out of the 1.6 million MSMEs in the Philippines, less than 1% are registered exporters, missing the opportunity to sell to a Filipino diaspora of 8.6 million immigrants around the world. One Export is a one-stop, end-to-end platform for cross-border trade and fulfillment services, where we bridge the gap to solve the problems of local small businesses and immigrant buyers. All they have to do is register on our platform and make their products compliant. We sell compliant products to wholesalers, retailers, and resellers. We consolidate these products, ship them via sea freight, and make sure that they are paid with terms or upfront. Through our workflow automation and AI, our platform allows small businesses to process their documents, convert labels to market-ready standards, and fulfill orders online. More than that, we also have a successful network of B2B and immigrant buyers around the world. We have been able to build a successful B2B business of up to $700,000 in revenue over the past 2 years, and we have been able to reduce the time and cost to export by at least 70%. We are currently exporting to 8 different countries around the world with 100% port clearance, have about over 350 micro, small, and medium enterprises, and a strong reseller network in the US, Canada, Australia, and UK. We make money from service fees, commissions, and interest fees, and currently we are testing models such as logistics, marketing as a service, and software as a service, as well as crowdfunding. Our multi-vertical strategy has allowed us to grow significantly over the past 4 years by 4 times without any formal funding. Our model is scalable, repeatable, and not easily replicable because we have approached exporting in a holistic and multi-vertical kind of way with expertise in food and beauty. We have a combined experience of up to 35 years in the industry of exporting, government, and tech and e-commerce, making us the best people to implement exporting for the Philippines. We are currently raising our seed round that will go to tech development, acquiring new markets, and acquiring new talents, as well as optimizing sales and marketing in our operations. Again, I am Mel Nava from One Export, and we help businesses go global.
Hello, my name is Pierre, and I'm the CEO of InsightSCS, a tech logistics startup in the Philippines. Let me share to you a reality. The Philippine agriculture is highly fragmented and unorganized. This generates huge losses to farmers, plus expensive and low-quality produce to consumers. It was during the pandemic that this problem was highlighted. Farmers would just throw away hundreds of tons of fruits and vegetables because they have no access to market. At the same time, consumers are left hanging because the supermarket shelves were empty of fresh produce. It's not a problem of supply and demand. The problem is its disconnected nature of the agriculture supply chain. That is why we developed the delivery platform with the help of USAID, Department of Agriculture, and Department of Trade and Industry. Delivery is a single digital agriculture supply chain platform powered by blockchain, a platform that connects and links farmers to buyers and all other supply chain players. The platform integrates all of the different agricultural stakeholders to form direct connections from farmers, customers, traders, bagsakan centers, processing centers, warehouses, logistics providers, transporters, payment providers, and government institutions. Using our end-to-end supply chain platform, we use technology to connect all these stakeholders that allows collaboration and coordination that increase the farmers' revenues through a direct link to their market and provide higher quality and more affordable prices to consumers. We did the proof of concept at the start of the pandemic, where we processed 5,400 orders, managed 250 tons of produce, and served more than 3,100 customers. What we are proud of is helping farmers double their income, drastically reduce post-harvest waste from 50% to just 5 to 10%. We also facilitate donations of around 2,000 kilos to FrontLearners and poor communities during the pandemic. For the POC, the value of the orders reached $129,000. Compared to the competition, our core strength is fully functioning enterprise-grade end-to-end supply chain solution that covers the whole supply chain from e-commerce, order management, warehouse, delivery management, and last-mile driver mobile app. Secondly, another unique strength is the strong endorsement with government to implement at a national level the use of the platform. On top of that, our solution is already powered by blockchain. Our platform is fully enabled enterprise with all of the required modes from order management, purchasing, inventory, warehouse management, and accounting. However, our main technology differentiator is our patented delivery management system, enabled through our ISO web and mobile app that is fully integrated with the delivery platform. This allows recording events with full track and trace capability and provenance. Now we go to the market. The Philippine population is 108 million, and based on PSA 2019 figures, the volume of agriculture production is 100.4 billion metric tons. For perspective, that is a whopping 100 billion kilograms. The value of agriculture production is $36.4 billion. For perspective, that is around 1.8 trillion pesos. The Philippine market alone, with its growing population and mobile-savvy consumers, is a huge market to tap. Our revenue is simple, a 2% platform fee on system sales, which brings us to a total annual potential income of $728 million. We're currently setting up our sales and support team to target around 200,000 revenue for the first year. As we build the foundation, we believe with the initial traction from the first year and more robust sales strategy, we can exponentially scale to $2.5 million on the second year. Building on earlier success, we believe we can further scale that up to $6.4 million on the third year. We have a strong team with more than 100 years of cumulative experience in supply chain, logistics, and technology specific to this industry. Our team also is highly connected both the local and regional supply chain industry, having served as directors and as the third president of the Supply Chain Management Association of the Philippines. Our teams develop logistics and supply chain technologies globally using future technologies like blockchain and Internet of applications. We're highly efficient operationally with current clients serving multinationals like Procter & Gamble Philippines and Nestle Pakistan. We are raising $500,000 to further expand our sales team, hiring additional developers, support team that allows further to scale. As we have already a strong and fully developed technology with a product market fit, we are ready to put more focus on revenue generation. This is the perfect time, and we're looking for a partner to help us scale further. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, it's me, Dennis Velasco, CEO and founder of Prosperna, and we're on a mission to empower 100,000 SMEs with simple and affordable e-commerce software made specifically for the Philippines. So what's happening here in the Philippines? Well, the facts are that Southeast Asian consumers, especially here in the Philippines, prefer to shop online, and research shows that over 70% of consumers are doing just that. The other challenge is alternative platforms that merchants can possibly select require a developer, don't fit the local needs, and take too much time to set up. On the other hand, technology salaries for developers are constantly increasing due to the high demand of digital. At the end of the day, the average one-time setup for SMEs to get their own online store is out of their reach, and it's a major concern because it costs anywhere from a minimum of 50 to 150,000 pesos one time. So our goal here at Prosperna is to win the e-commerce software category in the Philippines. To do that, we've got the Philippines' first software as a service online store builder chatbot, and CRM on a single platform that SMEs can turn on and start using in a matter of days versus months. So with our platform, they can sell everywhere in an omni-channel manner. They can do this without hiring a developer, without any technical skills. They don't have to even integrate the payments because that's already pre-integrated for them. And the same goes with the shipping. So no more hassles there. The other huge benefit that SMEs enjoy is that they don't have to pay any transaction fees. They get all of this with an online store on the web, as well as a mobile device or mobile app that's downloadable, for iOS and Android. Here's some of our success stories. Digital Walker, they've moved from the traditional retail mall strategy to a pure online strategy. Even Share Tea Philippines, a bubble tea franchise out of Taiwan, they had struggles with an agency after a couple months and 6 figures of an investment. They were not able to perform. So they came to Prosperna, and within a couple weeks, they're accepting orders online and payments and automatically booking shipping. Even more traditional businesses like palenques. Here, the Muntinlupa Palenque went online with Prosperna in just a matter of weeks. Last but not least, of many of the success stories, other vertical industries are also adopting to the digital new norm and to the Prosperna platform. Here's an affordable prepaid health insurance company who's now selling their prepaid insurance cards affordably, quickly, and rapidly on the Prosperna platform. With these customer success stories, this is what our traction has been in the last 6 months. We've experienced with the commitment of our customers a very healthy 17% month-over-month recurring revenue growth. Today, we're nearing almost 10,000 in our recurring revenue and very close to reaching that 100 customer mark. So how do we make money? Our business model is very, very simple. SMEs sign up for our platform just like they sign up for Spotify or Netflix. And with our monthly subscription, plus our one-time average setup fee, of course, our platform is easy enough for them to set up by themselves, but many SME owners, they want to get it set up and have the experts do it for them. So we also might offer them a one-time setup fee. And of course, our ability to have SME customers add additional features with our add-on and plug-in marketplace. Here's how we're going to market. First and foremost, you have to start with a customer, and that's where we're winning. We are supporting the local needs of functionality, of support for the Philippine SMEs. We provide local pricing with no transaction fees, and we have this add-on marketplace where they can buy and add with one click features that they need as their business evolves. We do all this and share our story with an inbound high-velocity marketing engine, and we're just now starting to implement and set up and work with distribution partners like LBC and GoGo Express. These are the people that are behind the platform of Prosperna. So I, Dennis Velasco, moved here from San Francisco after 12 years of building some of the fastest growing SaaS companies in the world. And I came here to bring Silicon Valley level technology, but with the heart and soul and the focus of our country. And behind me are over 30 technology experts helping to develop and serve our country of SMEs. What's the market outlook? Well, at a minimum, there's 1.5 million SMEs in the Philippines. Prior to COVID, there's a predicted growth of the e-commerce category of over 26%. In the last couple of months, Facebook has just cited that they see the next 5 years tripling in e-commerce growth. So here in Southeast Asia, if you look at the Philippines, the Department of Trade and Industry even cites just almost 2 months ago that they saw a 4,000% increase in the number of new businesses that were registering that were digital online companies. So in other markets near us, why is it that Hong Kong has their own e-commerce shopping platform? with over 200,000 customers? Why is it that Singapore has the likes of Jumper? Why is it that even Vietnam has amassed over 50,000 customers on e-commerce platforms like Haravan? But here in the Philippines, we believe that the market is wide open. There's a few other companies that have started very recently, and Prosperna has a head start. Here's how our customers would actually set up an account. It's very, very simple. Step one, they just go online and create an account, just like Netflix or Spotify. Step two, they would select a theme that fits their industry or their design. From there, they can modify their pages in a point-and-click environment without touching any code. After that, we're simplifying the payments. So instead of hiring a designer or developer to build these implementations from scratch every time, we've invested in advance and pre-integrated the global and the most number of local payments. So as you can see, in one click, SMEs can easily start accepting online payments. And the same thing goes with shipping. By entering in their credentials with some of our over 40 shipping partners, they do this one time, and then they can now accept and book and ship their products and services across the entire nation here in the Philippines. After those steps, then SMEs can have their full online store, just like ShareT, along with the Prosperna mobile app, so that orders can get routed to all their locations and get fulfilled in a snap. Let's work together, empower and win the e-commerce software category for SMEs here in the Philippines. If you're a customer, a potential partner, or even a strategic investor, we'd love to talk to you. Just reach out to me at dennis@prosperna.com. Thanks, and we'll see you.
Hi everyone, good day. I am EJ Arboleda of Taxumo, and in Taxumo, we help entrepreneurs succeed by automating their taxes and their mandatory contributions. So, what is the problem? First of all, the problem is that taxes is a very manual, very tedious process in the country. If you have a small business, you have to file at least 8 self-reported tax forms every year. According to our report released by PwC, that's around 182 hours lost every year on tax compliance. That's around 2 days every month. Add to that taxpayer confusion, because there are a lot of changes that are always happening with respect to tax regulations, the forms you have to file, the processes, the applications you have to update, etc. And the solution is Taxumo, because how our application works is that, first of all, it's a web application, so it works on any browser and on any device. And as a user, you just enter your income and expenses. In real time, your tax dues are calculated, so you always know how much you have to set aside. And of course, automatically, your forms are automatically filled out, and you can submit those forms directly to the BIR through Taxumo. You can also pay online through Taxumo as well, using the gateway or the payment channel that is most convenient for you, so you're no longer tied to the specific branch to pay your taxes. Aside from that, we also put online the books of accounts that you have to update manually. So they're now online and they're digital, and they're available on Taxumo. Also, we recommend ways to save on your taxes based on the past data that you have entered. So of course, the more data you enter, the more robust that recommendation will be. Aside from that, you can also delegate access. If you still want an accountant or a CPA looking over your accounts and your forms, then you can still delegate access to a CPA who can help you with that. If you have any questions about Taxumo, we have customer service representatives who are available from 9 a.m. to 12 midnight, helping you with any of your concerns. Other services, you can also pay SSS and Pag-ibig already via Taxumo. We also have a service called Taxumo Consult, where you can book some time with a CPA if you have any specific questions or if you have any more in-depth concerns that you want to discuss. And if you're not yet registered, then we can also help you with that. We do registration for professional sole proprietorship, partnership, and corporations. And the reason why we're doing all of this is that we believe that if we help businesses become successful, then there would be more opportunities for decent work for more people in the Philippines. So that's UNDP Sustainability Goal number 8. And UNDP Sustainability Goal number 9, how we're contributing to that is that we're pushing technology and innovation to the government in order to provide better and improved government services. And we started with, according to a last survey, the latest survey about government that was released, we started with the BAR, who was voted as like the least trusted agency. So since we were able to bring change to that, I'm sure that we'll be able to bring change as well to other branches of government. 99.6% of all registered businesses are MSMEs, and they are our market. Of that number, 2.7 million are registered individuals as per BAR's 2016 annual report. So right now, Taxumo is specifically focused on the micro and small and medium enterprises for their tax compliance. How we earn is essentially a subscription model. It's monthly, annual, or 2 years. We just released a new tier called quarterly. But of course, the prices go down the longer commitment you make in terms of subscription. The traction that we have, as of end of October, we have 32,000 users on the platform. Most of them are millennials, followed by Gen X, and then it's more or less an equal distribution between boomers and Gen Z. And our revenue has been growing steadily since we started the business in 2017. Something to note was that during the quarantine, that was when our historical high happened in terms of signups. Those were the months that were highest in terms of signups for us, especially for June, where we had 4,300 signups. So people are looking for ways to handle work that is traditionally done manually. They're looking for digital ways and new ways of doing it, and that's why Taxumo is starting to fit into their way of working. How we continue to grow is that we will do so through partnerships. We will leverage partnerships. We are the official partner of Lazada when it comes to tax compliance and business registration. So we're able to help their 14,000 micro sellers. For Grab as well, the same thing with their drivers and partners. And for Global Linker, and Union Bank, we are a key partner of Union Bank, and we're working something out so that we can help offer the services of Taxumo to the MSME customers of Union Bank as well. Now, the vision of Taxumo is that we want the change that we're trying to make in the Philippines also happen in other markets as well. We thought the taxation was bad in the Philippines at 182 hours. Apparently, we're right in the middle of the pack. There are some markets that have it worse. And once we have established a strong base in the Philippines, hopefully we can bring about that same improvement in those other markets as well. The founding team is made up of 4 professionals with an average of 12 years of experience in different backgrounds: IT and technology, banking, finance, legal, accounting, and marketing. In total, we have raised $516,000 in funding, mainly from a venture builder and from angel investors, and of course from the grants that we have received from various organizations. And that is Taxumo. If you would like to talk further, please feel free to contact me. The hope is that our customers are driven by this motto, that they are fueled by passion and because they are no longer stressed with taxes. Thank you so much for listening. I am E.J. Arboleda of Taxumo.
Hi, my name is Edel Alba. I am the founder and CEO of Wizher. Wizher empowers sari-sari stores to offer sustainable digital and financial access for the community. So, Philippines is a very beautiful country, but we also had a lot of problems. And one of the problems is that 4 out of 10 Filipinos are digitally undeserved and unconnected, and 7 out of 10 Filipinos are unbanked. And this problem is not only in the Philippines, it also exists in our ASEAN neighbors. So our value proposition is that make the internet connections affordable and turn the sari-sari stores as a micro-digital financial hub for the community. And this will serve as an additional income for the sari-sari store. Our business model starts with 5,000 pesos as a negotiable package. And also we have a 200 pesos monthly subscription for the supports. And we charge about 2 to 4% transactions fee on the financial services. And also we have some income from the impressions, clicks, and videos. Our marketing strategy is to partner with the company who are into these sari-sari stores. Also, the company who provide internet connections like the telcos, cable operators, and the company who are into the sari-sari stores and sustainability model like the PCCI, Happy New Stores, Wispat, and many more. Our competitive analysis, Wi-Fi network is one of the leading Wi-Fi monetizations around the world, and GCash, who provide financial services here in the Philippines. Well, the GCash provide services like e-loading, bills payment, and microloans for the community, and Wi-Fi network offer Wi-Fi monetizations for their subscribers. And these two features are all available in Wizher network. Currently, we have 705 partners all over the Philippines, and we are still growing. Here's our video on how our system works. So user will go to the sari-sari stores and connect to our Wi-Fi hotspot. User will going to pay a 5 pesos, and Aling Nena, using the Wi-Fi number as the user identity on the network, will put a 1-hour access to the Wi-Fi number. And user will going to compare if the load has been successfully been loaded. So it's simple. So these are the team of Wizher. We have a combine of 60 years of experience in terms of technical, business, marketing, and finance. Gerald Alvarez, who is our business. Dexter Diolola, our technical programmer, website developer. Abigail Lim was our chief marketing and sales. And me, Edel Alba, I am the CEO, founders of Wizers. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Paul Serrato and I'm from Irent. We learned a lot during the pandemic. Being locked up for months has aggravated our desire to buy things, some of which you don't really need. The worst thing about it is that they all end up under the bed, on our shelves, and in landfills. A lot of us crave things that we don't really need in the long term, and we always want more. Consumerism is a serious problem with a lot of nasty effects, two of which are excess waste, which end up in landfills, and clutter in our homes. Did you know that the average Filipino produces almost half a kilo of solid waste each day? Imagine 109 million Filipinos trash. In a year's time, these solid wastes can fill more than 23,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. That's a lot of wasted space. The sad thing about this is that 30% of all solid waste produced are actually recyclable. These are composed of paper, plastic, and even electronic equipment that could have been repurposed one way or another. So, we came up with an online rental marketplace where people can rent or rent out any type of item, most of which are things that people purchase but rarely use. Another great thing about Irentmo is that if you're itching to buy something, let's say a camera, but you're not 100% sure, you can rent it first to try out. Alternatively, if you're unsure whether to buy or to rent, we offer a rent-to-own option. Through this, you get to rent the item and have the option to own it via the rent-to-own program. You can also choose to return it if you think you don't need it in the long run. Our rental platform helps people rent and rent out items by providing them a step-by-step guide to the whole renting process. This, in turn, enables them to minimize clutter and earn money. The Irentmo app is tailor-made for rentals, unlike current platforms used by people to rent and rent out their products. The Irentmo app features functionalities that makes renting quicker and easier, with rental categories, calendar booking, renter and rentee rating, in-app chat, and requirements upload repository. users can easily transact with each other. If you're looking for an item to rent, just search for it. Once you've picked something you like to rent, just pick the dates that you plan on renting the item and chat with the owner to finalize your decision. Once decided, submit the required documents by uploading through the app, then simply check out and wait for the owner's approval. We primarily cater to mid-income working class who are aged between 18 to 54 years old. Right now, the app is free to download and all postings are free as well. In the future, we plan to implement a 10% commission on every successful rental transaction. We also plan to provide a rental management service to our customers to help them rent out their items for a 20 to 50% management fee. We are currently earning 40 to 80% profit per item from our rent-to-own program. We are also earning 100% profit from our in-house rental items such as bikes and computers. Our marketing involves educating people about the value of rentals through explainer videos, as well as creating infographics for social media and our website so that people can easily understand how renting can help them and our society. We plan to run these as well as our other campaigns via our social media pages. We will onboard relationship managers to help us acquire rental merchants for the app as well as gather relevant data to help us improve our services. We have ongoing CSR campaigns to promote Irent and to help people. These are just some of our competitors. Our competitors are composed of industry-specific rental platforms like Avis for car rentals, Lamudi and Airbnb for property rentals. Currently, we have more than 9,000 Facebook page followers, more than 2,000 Facebook group members, 1,300 mobile app downloads, and more than 1 million pesos in gross sales from May 2020 to date. Our management team is currently composed of Awi, our CEO, and I, who combine our experience in business and in e-commerce to run Irentmo. Thank you for your time. We are Irentmo, and we are making rentals work for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Archit Anand, the CEO and founder of Omnirio. I'd like to take you guys through our presentation deck over here. So we are building the infrastructure for new age, agile, trustworthy, and inclusive digital commerce in Southeast Asia. As we all know, 2020 has been a tough year, and COVID has brought in complete digital transformation across all the industries. And the prediction for the retail industry and the digital transformation happening has sort of the numbers which we're expecting for 2025, we've already seen it happening in 2020. So the pace for digital transformation has been very fast, and this has brought upon a huge market for platforms like Omnirio and a huge challenge for businesses to go online. Now, through the entire 2020, we now have served more than 300 stores across Southeast Asia. We have served through our platform more than 800,000 customers. We processed more than 2.5 million orders through our platform. Now, as we all know, we did not expect COVID to come in, and we did not expect as businesses to have these difficulties. Coherently, retail was pretty disconnected and offline. The delivery SLAs for sellers who were selling online was pretty huge. The Southeast Asia, by nature, is archipelagical setup, and delivering to remote islands has always been a challenge. At Omnirio, we try to bring the entire ecosystem together on one single platform by connecting sellers with online platforms, with warehouses, with last mile carriers, and also provide them insights on customers who are buying from them and making it easy for them to market their products. We connect their online platforms to their physical retail outlets, which in turn, we connect them to the last mile carriers who pick up the orders for online deliveries. And it makes it easier and faster to deliver the products to the furthest customers who are buying from them. Right? The market size. Now, as we know, Philippines as a whole, the market size, retail market size is around 190 billion, but the online market before COVID was only around 2 to 3%, which we now feel has gone above 5% in terms of the overall retail landscape. Whereas in Southeast Asia, the market size is around 750 billion, whereas it's around 7 to 8% of that comes through e-commerce. So there's a huge market potential and growth opportunity here. Some of our biggest customers, we have some of the biggest brands using our platform. We also have some local distributors and manufacturers using our platform as well. And we have some big partnerships with the telco partners and some clients in Singapore who are using a platform. We have a case study. We worked with, we powered the entire omnichannel experience for Lacoste. We've powered their 46 retail outlets and their .com website. We've helped them cater to more than 200,000 customers through a platform over 2 years and help them grow their customer engagement by around 40% through the platform. Our business model, it's a subscription-based platform. We provide a platform for everyone in the ecosystem, from small MSMEs to the biggest enterprise clients, as I've shown you. Pricing starts from free for all to somewhere around $2,000 a month for the enterprise clients. Our revenue growth, last year we ended the fourth quarter, the last year, at around $50,000 US. To this year, we have seen a remarkable growth in our revenue to around 4 times of what we did last year. We're expecting to close at around $300,000 of revenue this year. The current marketing and partner plan. So we've adopted our channel sales approach, where we go through partners like PLDT, NinjaVan, Zalora, Lazada, and Trego. These partners who have already established themselves in the market, and go through them to acquire a lot of merchants. Whereas through our own outbound marketing and inbound marketing, we have acquired around 50 paying customers till now. Some of our competitors in the market, most of our competitors are Singapore-based companies or Indian-based softwares who are now entering the Southeast Asian market, but they lack localizations to the local market. So whereas Omnirio comes in with localized approach, we are the only player with multi-store architecture. We are the only player who provide click and collect native approach for the sellers. We have a CRM, and we also provide them a ready-to-use web store when they log in to us, right? So there are a lot of uptakes on what Omnirio gives compared to our competitors in the market. Our ecosystem integrations, we integrate with big ERP systems to e-commerce platforms like Lazada, Zalora, Shopify, Shopee, WooCommerce, to last mile carriers like NinjaVan, Quadex, and Trego. We also have POS integrations. We are pretty much the only player in our competition to do that, and also with the accounting systems like QuickBooks to give a seamless online business management tool to our clients. Our current roadmap, as we predicted, we predict to reach around 400K this year. The countries we are in predominantly is Philippines and Singapore. By next year, we would try to go out of Philippines and also enter some other Southeast Asian countries and build our business over there. Our product, you can see our dashboard over here. We sort of give them an overview of their business across multiple online channels and multiple stores they have connected our platform to. Over here, you can see that we help our customers manage their click and collect orders, drop shipping orders, and POS orders all in one place. For the inventory, they can see their entire inventory across all their physical locations as well as web stores. They can see how much they have in hand, how much is available, and different stages of their inventory management, along with the entire history. We also give them a complete view of all their customers, who their customers are, what they have bought, key insights into how their customers are purchasing, so that they can then plan their loyalty and rewards program through our software as well, and also plan their marketing campaigns by sending out emails and SMS through our platform. We've also launched a mobile app for our customers. We provide everything what I've shown you for our web on mobile as well. This is our approach, so that we can provide technology to the MSMEs as well, who are mobile first. As we know, Philippines and Southeast Asia has a mobile first audience, and they predominantly use e-commerce or go to e-commerce through their mobile. So we are pretty much the first player in the market to be able to do that as well. My team, so I'm CEO and co-founder. I've worked in Southeast Asia for more than 5 years in the e-commerce industry. I have a background of tech as well, and I'm heading the entire commercial part of our team. Abhijit, my co-founder, has built several SaaS products in the past. He's basically our CTO and heading our entire tech team. We have Sarthak, who has worked in the logistics and e-commerce setup in India. He's handling our operations. We have Joshua, Anne, and Luisa, who are heading our Philippines team in marketing, business development, and finance. Right. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I hope to connect with you guys over the week. Thank you.